Yes, indeed. Good morning. What's happening? What's going on? Yeah. It's a Save Yourself Sundays. And as you can see, I'm feeling a little irie. Shout out to Bob Marley, the king of reggae. You dig? I'm feeling a little irie this morning because I got to talk about saving yourself and saving your children from being hurt and harmed out here. Now, what made me think about this was T Hood. Now, I just seen a post not too long ago about them talking about Kirk and Rasheeda's son, murdering him because he was harming his sister, right? Now, I say let him go free, right? I say free him because he protected a black woman, that little young man. And shout out to him, Kirk and Rasheeda's son. Shout out to him. Big salute to you, young man. We salute you for standing on business and protecting your sister from somebody who was allegedly hurting her and being violent to her. Now, I saw a post where they was trying to figure out what they're going to charge this young man for murder, or what type of charges they should put on him for taking T Hood out. Now, let me say this now. I don't want to see any of our folk die from no gun violence. I don't want to see that. I don't. But I do know that sometimes the only way to make your point or to make a statement to not be played with is to stand on business sometimes, because people will try to play with you because they think that you are a game, right? So, hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Sometimes I can look at adults, right, and tell that as children, they gave their mom and dad a hell. Like, I can just look at you and tell you were bad at fuck when you were young. I can look at you and tell by the trouble you keep up and by your attitude. I can tell. You either gave your mama a lot of attitude, you gave her a lot of mouth, or you didn't want to do what she said do. You was hard-headed. You were disrespectful at times. Listen, I can look at you and tell. Some of y'all, you can look at you and tell. And see, this is where it starts at, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it starts. It starts in the home. If you don't discipline your children and you don't tell them right from wrong, they are going to get out in the streets and feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want to people, say whatever they want, disrespect, have no regard for people in their space, right? They're going to do all kind of shit because they feel like they can. Nobody told them, tap them on their ass or their hand, right, when they were young, and told them, no, don't do that. Stop doing that. See, nobody said that to these people. And I'm not saying T Hood didn't get disciplined in his home. I don't know that young man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And I ain't speaking on what nobody did in their house. I don't know him, right? But I do know and understand that the things that you don't get disciplined about, just like the Bible said, train them up in the way they should go. Right? Train them up in the way you want them to go. And I know it sounds a little slavery term. It does. But at the same time, if you want to keep your children in line, I agree with that. I agree. You have to train them up in the way they should go. And if you don't want them out here hurting people, harming people, doing things that they should not be doing to get themselves unalived, then you need to be disciplining these children. You need to discipline them. And if your mama didn't discipline you, then that's where the problem is right there. You run around doing what you wanted to do. Because again, like I told you, you can look at somebody and tell. I just seen a young lady not too long ago. I can look at her and tell. Now, she got to be a little bit younger than me, but I could tell by looking at her, her attitude, everything. I could tell. She had a bad attitude. She probably gave her mama a lot of mouth. She was bad. Didn't want to listen to no damn body. And she's still unhappy to this day. Still unhappy and miserable. With that same face, probably. She probably had that same face her whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it just go back to being at home. Save yourself, save your children, man. You got to discipline your children, bro. If you don't want them to be out here in the streets unalived and people checking them, chin checking them and putting them on the ground and putting them on their goddamn back, hey, man, you need to teach them how to act. If you don't want nobody out here putting your children on their back, then teach them how to fucking act, period. And that's going to be the slogan. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, I hate that happened to T-Hood. I say free Kirk Frost and Rasheeda's son. I say free him. That's a black man, a real black man that stood on business for his sister. Absolutely. I support that, you know, and I hate it had to come at the expense of another young black man. But hey, we need to be held accountable for our behaviors out here. I don't care who you are, whose son, who daughter, whatever. You need to be held accountable. And if goddamn it you don't get the message, then somebody gonna have to show you the message. So I say free him. Let the son go. Yeah, that was the self-defense. He was defending his sister. He defended a black woman. He should be held in high regard and high honor. Shout out to you, young man, for standing on business for your sister. We need more black men like this. And the fact that he's young like that and did that for his sister, good job to Kirk and Rasheeda. Good job for raising a young man that would take up for his sister and not allow any other nickel to put his hands on his damn sister. Shout out to Kirk and Rasheeda for doing that. Continue to raise your children just like that. You got kids, teenagers and stuff like that, show them a good example. Not to disrespect women. Put their hands and not to stand for them putting their hands on their goddamn siblings. You understand? So let the son roll free. I'm with his freedom. You dig what I'm saying? Hey man, it's probably gonna be traumatizing to him for the rest of his life that he had to take somebody's life. But hey, you know, just give him a few classes, give him some therapy, you know. But he need to be held in high regard for that. He took care of his sister, took up for her, and stood on business. Okay. Now I hope a lot of you other young men take notes from this. Okay. Stand up for your sister. Stand up for your mama, your auntie, whatever woman in your family. Stand up for them. You dig? And women too. You see black men like this right here, a brave young black man like that, stand up for that man too. Stand under the gap for them. Take up for them. Don't let nobody fuck with them. You dig? It's important to save their life because they'll save yours. You dig?